I'm Jameson Spencer. Today I'm going to fit the Silent Sleep appliance using a new material that we found. This is called TempSpan. It's a clear matrix material made by Pentron Clinical, and this, as the name implies here, it implies it is clear, and it is a vinyl polysiloxane material, and it has similar properties to the denture reline material in that it is very, very flexible. It won't rip. It doesn't tear. It's very, very strong. The advantage of this material we're finding is that the set time is quicker, so the material is not as goopy as the denture reline material, and this is nice for the clinician and for the patient. The problem with that, though, is your working time is much, much reduced, so you need to work very quickly with this material, get it in the patient's mouth quickly, and get them to the right jaw position, or else you're going to have a problem with it setting up too fast. As seen on other videos, we are going to use a silent sleep bite gauge. We've already checked this to make sure that this is the right position for the patient. So again, we're just going to have her close on that into the little grooves when I've got the appliance in place. So that's the bite gauge we're going to use. Okay. We've already prepared our silent sleep tray in the typical manner, so I'm just going to show fitting it with the TempSpan material. And this is a great material. One of the other advantages of this material is it's significantly less expensive than the denture reline material. So again, this is all going to be real time. It syringes out fairly easily. You want to focus on the retention holes. And you're going to see I'm going to be moving a lot faster with this material than I usually do with the other material. Still like to wrap it around the posterior. Okay. So we're ready to go to the mouth. So a little bit of sloppiness, but not anything close to the level as with the denture reline material. And with our bite gauge, go ahead and close. Slide your jaw forward just a titch. There we go. And that's it. We're going to go ahead and film this while it's setting up. Working time on this material is about 2 minutes, and then the set time is also about 2 minutes. The set material is a little bit harder than the soft denture reline material. Most patients that we've used this on so far seem to like that a little bit better. It's not quite as chewy, so that seems to be a positive. The fact that it's clear is a major positive. Some patients don't like the fact that the material is pink and looks like tissue, so that's been a real winner with a lot of our patients. They like the clear color. I think it's also easier for them to see that they're keeping it clean and things like that. As far as retention of the tray, that seems to be the same as the other materials. You can't use just any material with the silent sleep. You can't use a vinyl polysiloxane impression material, for example, because those tend to be brittle. They tend to tear easily, whereas this material is almost impossible to tear in if you've got an adequate bulk. Okay, so we are almost set at this point. I'll just give that another maybe 30 seconds or so. As mentioned on other videos, the patient is pushing her tongue forward against the bite gauge while this is setting so that we get a good impression of the tongue being protruded forward. Okay, on my gloves, this material is already set fully, so I'm sure that we are ready to take that out. So I'll go ahead and open for me. Okay, have good adaptation to the teeth on both sides. You can see the material has extruded through the retention holes as desired on both sides. The material is a little bit harder to see since it's clear. Just like the other materials that we use, we're going to trim this with scissors. In the retromolar area, we'd like to go in and trim that out with a burr. But the same manner that you would trim this as on the other videos using the reline material, apply to this. Same scissors, the same type of burrs, just the advantage of this material being much quicker to set in the mouth, much quicker working time, and also the aesthetics of it being clear. And then lastly, the expense of this material is significantly less. The denture reline material is about $60 per tube, and the Pentron material is 4 tubes for about $50 to $60. So significant cost savings in using this material, and I think your patients will like it better. That's it. Thanks.